Karibu Pauline, hospitality and catering, very tough, soft-spoken.
Thank you. I'll ride on the already observed protocols, and I'll give my tribute in two. The first bit is read two tributes. They're quite short, from Beryl's best friends, who could have been here, but unfortunately they're not here because of distance. So they sent their tributes to be read, but they're following up the event online. So the first one is from Jane Andhoga Stosa. So it's a poem by Jody Daly for the college mate and dear friend Beryl. Permission of the author. We are here to celebrate your life, the measure of its worth, and every single life you touched while you were on this earth. We wish to pay our last respects. That's why we are all here, to thank you for your friendship and all the memories we hold dear. It's been a privilege to have known you. We were family, not just friends, and we'll carry you in spirit. Until we meet up once again, rest in peace, dear friend, Jane Andhoga Stosi. The second one is from Nesi Agnes Nabaloga. It is with the utmost sadness that I write this eulogy for Beryl. For me, the two qualities that I feel capture Beryl's essence best are passion and energy. Everything Beryl did, she did with passion. As if she believed life was meant to be lived, felt deeply. She gave generously without expecting anything in return. She argued fiercely, sometimes stomping away mid-discussion, only to return moments later with a hug, smile, and ready to move on. I will dearly miss our long-distance conversations, which Beryl would invariably begin on an accusatory note. So what have I done now, Nesi? Whether we had last spoken 6 months ago, or a month, or even a week ago, this was her signature opening line, just to ride me up and drag me up to her energy level. Beryl, I would have hated to see you in pain, unable to speak into your hearty laugh, unable to fire back at me during our arguments. I'm consoled that you are now in a place devoid of that. Rest well, my friend, until we meet again. Nesi, Agnes Nabaloga. So I'll read my tribute because when I was writing this, it came from my heart. And if I don't read it, I might end up diluting whatever I'd penned down. So I'll read this, and as a medic also, I believe in talking to the living. So my speech to the living goes to Auma, Chizi, and Taurai. You're going through this phase, you've crossed a bridge. But what will hold you forward is if you stick together as a family. So your strength is what will define how you move forward. So first and foremost, be there for each other. It's not easy. Things will shift, things will change. But it's upon you to draw up that energy together, because if you're divided, you're splitting up the energy. But for us, we are here for you any day, anytime, on phone, physically. We'll support you where we can, but most importantly, we'll pray for you. The shoes are so big for you, Auma, because now you're the head of the home. And Taurai, you're the man. So you'll hear the name Jokachieng, meaning Achieng's children. So that's something you cannot erase. But we stand firm knowing very well that the good values and the strength that Achieng encultured in you will not go in vain. So step up, rise up, and face the future. So my tribute to Beryl goes, with a heavy heart and a profound source of loss, I try to find the words to say goodbye to you, my sister. How do you encapsulate a personality so vibrant? A presence so commanding in mere words. It feels impossible, but for you, Beryl, I must try. You are, in every sense of the word, forthright. There was no gazing with you. Your thoughts were laid bare with a clarity that was both refreshing and formidable. You never sugarcoated the truth, not because you were harsh, but because you respected us enough to be honest. This assertiveness was your superpower. In a world that often expects women to be demure, you stood tall, a force of nature, unafraid to claim your space and speak your mind. You taught me that my voice mattered, that my opinions had weight. And oh, your mind, it was a library of thoughts, a treasure trove of stories. I have this image of you etched in my memory, always with a book in your hand, lost on its pages. That love for reading gave you an impeccable command of the English language. You didn't just speak words, you painted pictures of them. Your wit was sharp, your arguments precise, and your ability to articulate the most complex ideas with such grace was something I always admired. Your sharp mind was matched only by your exquisite taste. Your sense of fashion wasn't just about wearing clothes, it was an art form. You walked into a room and commanded attention, not with loudness, but with effortless elegance. Every outfit was a statement, a symphony of fabrics and colors that reflected your bold and beautiful spirit. You taught us that presentation was an extension of self-respect. But amidst all this strength and style, what I will cherish most are the quiet personal moments. I can hear your voice as clearly now, teasing me with the famous sentence I heard 1,000 times, a smile playing on your lips, and quote, you and Akinyi are inseparable. You said, your eyes twinkling before leaning in and adding that classic playful Luo phrase, ngato ka ngato, gingate. You know what I mean. It was a unique way of pointing out that the debt of a bond, a mix of English, our mother tongue, and an unspoken understanding that was uniquely yours. It was perfect, it was you. Beryl, my sister, my nyakango, the void you have left is unmeasurable. The world feels a little less bright, a little less bold. But we will carry you with us. We will carry your forthrightness in our hearts, your love for books in our minds, and your impeccable style in our spirits. You have left an inedible mark on all of us. You fought a good fight, and now you are at peace. Rest easy, my sister. Rest easy. Okay, Kanea. Until we meet again, your loving sister, Pauline. Thank you. Oh, I've been told to introduce myself. I'm Pauline Odinga, daughter to Jaramogi and Mama Betty. So thank you. And here in the crowd, we have the people from Alego. I know the chair is an uncle from my mother's side. So from my mother's side, we have people. We have Jacoyo's sister. She's our committee was seated somewhere there. That is the representative of Margaret Waringa. And we have Auntie Ruth Atinga, who is representing Atinga Kodima. So Beryl also is being mourned by people from Alego. Thank you.
Thank you. Allow me to acknowledge the presence of former Vice President of the Republic of Kenya, Senior Counsel